guys, today we're going to do another little experiment about the water cycle and demonstrating how we can kind of create the water cycle with household items that you can find at your house. We have some ice here, we have a lid to this jar, we have some water in here. It is actually already heated up, so that's part of the experiment. It needs to be heated up. Then we have some hairspray. And so once you guys pause the video, think on your own how these 4 items can create the water cycle at home. Let's pause the video and think on your own. And so what we're gonna do is I have our water heated up. It's pretty hot. I'm gonna put the lid on top. And then I'm going to put our ice cubes on top of that lid. And so I want you guys to think on your own what would be happening with hot water and ice. What do you think will happen because of these 2 things kind of happening? What's going to happen because of these 2, the ice and the water, the hot water? So wait a little bit. You can pause the video if you want and come back. There should be something that happens. I'm gonna try and heat up our water a little bit more. Hope you guys got a kick out of that. So this is a lot hotter, so I'll put our ice cubes up top, and then hopefully we'll see what happens. Something should happen. The internet told me that something should happen when I was looking up this experiment. This is pretty hot. I don't know if you guys can see, but on the edges right about up here, it kind of looks like the jar is sweating a little bit. My fingers are a little wet. It's easier for me to see. I can see it happening. The video might not be able to show you guys exactly. But again, think to yourselves, what might ice cubes and hot water be doing together in this space right here, in between my fingers? What's going to happen in there? You can see here my fingers are wet because that is condensation happening. So condensation, remember, that is a gas going back into a liquid. So basically my jar is sweating. The coldness and the heat here is causing my jar to sweat. And that is condensation. I think I might be touching it too much, so it doesn't want to work for you guys. So now, we're just gonna see what happens when I add some hairspray. That looks pretty cool. Oh, hairspray does not smell good. So what do you guys think is going on in here? Something did happen. Something finally happened. What do you think this is? And this, when I take the jar top off. A cloud formed. So here we created a cloud as part of the water cycle because we created condensation. We used our hairspray to kind of speed up the condensation process. And basically the cold air, this could be the cold air, and like the heat came together and started to form condensation, and then it formed our cloud, because remember, our clouds are forming once the water vapor hits cold air and condensation happens, and then our liquid turns into a gas turns back into a liquid. And then in our previous video, we had kind of showed and explained how to create a cloud. So after condensation and the cloud happens, precipitation happens, and that happened in the last video too. We showed precipitation. So this is just a little bit more about the water cycle and a little experiment that you can do at home if you would like.